everybody? Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with another episode of... I'm doing the one-take testing intro. Literally just the wrong synapses firing in my brain. This is the Twitter one. You keep letting me get away with this. It's just the easiest content ever. I don't even have to do anything. I write 30 seconds of a tweet, then I ship it off to Dire. She does all the editing, and you give me all the responses. It's great. So today's thread is about references.
I understood that reference.
If you're unfamiliar, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are usually designed by the same process, which is in a nightmare, one of the Yu-Gi-Oh card designers will have a vision of an archetype that is tier 0 and includes a bunch of cybernetic dragons with big boobah. However, sometimes the cards are designed by way of sneaky, not-so-subtle reference to other IPs or properties, occasionally owned by Konami, but sometimes owned by other people as well. So we're going to look at some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are literally just references. And we're going to start with this one, Vampire Hunter. Now, it's a little subtle, but this is a Castlevania reference. A little subtle. Vendread not only references the Spawn series from the overall plotline of the archetype, but the setting and inspirations are from Resident Evil. I was pretty sure that this was explicitly a Resident Evil reference. Getsu Fuma and Ryu Koki are characters from the Konami video game Fetsu Fuma Den. What the fuck? Oh, wow. They put a sequel on the Switch a month ago. What? My favorite will always be Toons being a stealth jab at not just Western cartoons, but also at Western TCGs. The Toons being unable to attack the turn they are summoned is a cheeky reference to Magic the Gathering's summoning sickness mechanic. Is that true? No wonder these cards suck so bad. They're from the wrong game. They need a land with the field spell. That's funny. Eitsu, Koitsu, Soitsu, and Doitsu are playable characters in the Parodius series, which is a parody of Gradius. One of their appearances is Sexy Parodius, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, they're looking pretty good. Tindangle Hound is based off the Lovecraftian Hounds of Tindalos. Hey, fun fact, did you know this person is not speaking out of their ass? I remember I had to read the Hounds of Tindalos for a hardleg literature podcast, and I'm reading it, and they're like, yes, the Hounds of Tindalos. They will catch you if you look at the wrong angle. And then I looked over to my right and saw a stack of Tindangles, and I went, oh, what the fuck? Did you know that Space Mambo is also a reference to Space Man Bo? Oh, this has gotta be a joke. Yep, all the danger cards are references to famous cryptids. What cryptids are we missing so far? Kind of unfortunate we never got Yeti. It's just a recolored Bigfoot for an alt art in Mago. But... we could also get, like, Jersey Devil. Dangerous Slender Man. No. This is very well known, but KOZMO is a mashup archetype. It is both Star Wars and Wizard of Oz. Very, very strange. Best explained in KOZMO Dark Lady, which is both the Wicked Witch of the West and also Darth Vader. We've got KOZMO SCAREDY Lion, which is Cowardly Lion and also Chewbacca. It's just wild. So all of the kaijus are references to... kaijus. Gamciel is Gamera. Shouts out to the Inzektor archetype being a reference to the Japanese tokusatsu franchise Kamen Rider. Wait, these are literally just the same characters. Here's a small one. Ojama comes from the Japanese phrase Ojama Shimasu, literally translated as, I am going to be rude. Just log off, dude. This is... You know what? They might actually be right. Fuck. Everyone here needs to log off, including the designers. Obviously, Noble Knights represent the Arthurian legend, but I do want to highlight Isolde. The two women in this art are not the same woman at different times or story versions, but two separate characters named Isolde in the same story who fall in love with the same knight. Jeez. Not exactly a reference, but a fun bit of trivia. So you may be wondering what a Lakuda is. Well, Lakuda is the Japanese word Rakuda, which is Japanese for camel, and the TCG is just really bad at translating. Wow, did you know a camel is a reference to a camel? Most, if not all, match winners represent the event where they were hosted. For example, Grandopolis is Las Vegas. Yo, that's sick! The Naturia Sacred Tree is the literal tree of life from Jewish mysticism. I like this. They're like, oh, shit. What are we putting on Oracle of Zephyra? Literally this. Just put that on there. Oh, apparently Time Lords are also a reference to this. Damn, they milked this shit as far as they could. Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac is based on the AN-225 Muria, the heaviest archetype ever built with the largest wingspan. It was recently destroyed in Ukraine as the result of the Russian invasion. You ready? That is not a lie. That's literally true. They were like, damn, this plane rocks. Put it on a card. Did I say heaviest archetype? Whoops. How about Rush? The first wave of Aqua monsters and support represent Japan's economic bubble, a time when people could spend a lot of money on luxury and entertainment. The fans the girls are holding reference fan dancing, which was popular at clubs at the time. Woohoo! That's epic! What happened next? The punk monsters are futuristic and neon-colored takes on traditional Japanese musical performance and theater. Oh, wait, that's really cool. Everyone knows the adventurer cards are based on isekai anime tropes, but they are also a reference to gacha games. Aramasir, spelled backwards, is Risamara, Japanese slang for reset marathon, aka the process of resetting your account repeatedly for optimal starting rolls. No fucking shot! One of the inspirations for Drytron is the DreYGO constellation. The names of the monsters are borrowed from the names of the stars, and you can even see that constellation in the background of Meteonis Drytron. Wow. This one right here is Alpha. This one is Beta. And this is, oh my god, they opened Zeta again. Are you fucking kidding me? That's why they fuse with Ursartic. The constellation intersects with Ursa. Oh, there it is! Zombira is a weird one. He is a reference to an American comic in the Yu-Gi-Oh manga that is ripping off the real American comic, Spawn. We're 2 layers deep on references here. The Exorcisters as an archetype borrow a lot of imagery from Class S Yuri, where the idea of promised sisters in a Catholic school is a cover for lesbian relationships. They even have the lily motif in their crest design. They are just printing lesbian archetypes, right? This is, you know, we don't even have to read anything into it anymore. They're just printing archetypes and they're like, yeah, they're lesbians. The Dinomorphias are references to Power Rangers Dino Thunder. This is the most obvious reference. It's referencing this literal exact scene from the opening. Daracrane is a Class DD-51 locomotive. It's literally identical. Just a fucking train. The weird stat line on Reaper of the Cards is a reference to a Japanese ghost story. The numbers in katakana roughly translate to, you are going to the secret mountain. You are going to Brazil. This guy was based on a 19th century play made by a German guy about a rifleman who was offered bullets from the devil. You can buy those at any Walmart. You ain't got to make a deal with the devil. I got to tell you all, I'm really impressed. We made it through an entire thread on references, and I did not see one legitimate comparison to Joseph's Bizarre Adventure. That's really fantastic. I have a lot more faith in you after today. I mean, you were getting stuff from the Bible, but you didn't say Libromancers really remind me of JoJo's. Fun fact, the grass from That Grass Looks Greener is actually a reference to going outside, something many players may have missed. That's true.